Hello, welcome on the Watches TV to talk about watch auctions with Thomas Perazzi, head of the Geneva watch department, about the main models that Christie is gonna sell on the 16th of May. So let's go and discuss with him about these.
The first watch that I would like to talk about is a masterpiece of Abraham Louis Breguet, the real one. A pocket watch made in 1800, and it features one of the most complicated movements ever made by Abraham Louis Breguet himself. I'm talking about a perpetual movement with equation of time, quarter repeater, and day and month indication with power reserve. To give you an idea, according to our researchers, and also I would like to thank Mr. Emmanuel Breguet for his help for these researches, we have found out that Mr. Breguet only made 2 perpetual movements with equation of time. And the first one was the famous Marie Antoinette, that we all know is considered one of the most complicated pocket watch ever made by Abraham Louis Breguet, that now belongs to the Jerusalem Museum. So this one is the second one, and if you want, is the only one available in the market today. This real masterpiece was made in 1800, first sold to General Moreau, an important Napoleon general, and then was sold again in 1917 to Monsieur Havas. Monsieur Havas was the founder of Agence France Presse, AFP. So we have also an important provenance for this masterpiece. Since 1962, the watch was kept in private collection until today, and the estimate of this beautiful timepiece is between 600 and 1,200,000 Swiss francs. I'm pleased to talk about Patek Philippe reference 530 stainless steel with sector dial, retailed by Astra Torino. What makes this watch absolutely amazing and insane? Because it's the first one, so known far. Stainless steel 530 was made in 1938. Just to give you an idea, 513 in stainless steel so far are known only 10 pieces. From 10 pieces we go to 3 pieces with sector dial, and so far this is the only one with a Patek Philippe retailer engraved on the dial. If you want, it's the simplicity at its best, because we are talking about a simple chronograph, but in some ways is the most desirable chronograph for Patek Philippe collectors. The story of this watch, basically, it never left Torino. The seller is the second owner of this watch that kept it for almost 4 decades in a safe in Torino. So the provenance is again from a private collector that now decided to offer to the public this amazing timepiece. Here, in fact, we have one of the simplest movements made by Patek Philippe, but the fact that was made in 1938, 36.5 millimeter of diameter, that at the time was considered like oversized, makes it extremely attractive to a watch collector world. We are also pleased to offer 2 important Rolexes with so-called exotic or tropical dials. Here we have a beautiful example of a Submariner reference 1680 made in 1978 in 18K yellow gold. Here we have a beautiful color change dial that fetch a sublime chocolat color, almost noisette. And what I love about this dial is that the color change is completely uniform on all the surface of the dial. Also, this Submariner features the iconic Biccherini indexes that features all the gold Submariners from the 70s. And what also I love is the overall condition of the watch, because we have almost an untouched case, as you can see from the proportions of the case, and is consigned again from an important private collector, and is quite unusual. Sometimes we have in the market collectors that are looking for perfection, for everything that is like in mint condition, and here we have exactly the opposite, that we have a color change dial, so basically not the original color but a dial that has turned into this color, so it's not the original one, but still when fetch this patina or this chocolate color, we have huge interest at auction. The quality of the dial wasn't so high, and during all this time the lacquer, the original lacquer, went off and turned in this brown color. We believe that is due to humidity, sun exposition, and all these factors in all these years make this color so attractive. I mean, this dial so attractive.